Okay, so I bet you know what our learning target is today. Are we creating a high quality PSA? Yes, we are. So, um, let me get to. I had a couple questions so that I'm going to get to. Why is? Oh, he went to the restroom. So, water around the world. We're starting to run out of time. We got today and tomorrow to work on our Powtoons. Now, some people have told me they're done. Not very many, but some people have, and then other people have told me I've hardly got anything at all. So we really need to use our time wisely today. So, especially my friends at home, even though you tell me you're finished, my guess is that you need to include some more new things. So I like yesterday I worked with Ben and we added some more we added we were talking about we should add some more objects to go with what the script is saying. We should add some more images. We could make some add some different effects that are happening there. So even if you think you're done, I really remember it's a high quality video, adult quality video. So I did look at a couple because I can go in and look, and I see several of them that have some text, have the voiceover and a background, but that's it. The images are just the picture in the background or just one picture. But remember those ones I showed you where they had a lot of, when it had the bucket of filling up with water, it had the shower, it had the water bottle, it had, so we're looking for images to be added to your slides that match your script. Okay. So if you're talking about showers, put in, something that has to do with showers. There's a whole bunch of them you can do. Don't just have one image on your slide. You need to add some more in. Now, maybe one comes in and one goes out so that you only have one at a time. But I just noticed some of them, and I noticed I kind of realized who was further along and tried to watch those. And yes, the idea is to get completed by tomorrow. So I'm not saying spend so much time on each slide that you only have 3 slides instead of all 6. But I'm also saying high quality video PSA means going back and making sure that when you have the basics done, you're adding in all the extra good stuff that makes it professional. All right. So I just wanted to say that because I did go look at some of them and I said, oh, look how many slides they have. And I was like, oh, I hope they're planning on going back and adding some things to those slides later. They were missing kind of some ideas. So remember that today and tomorrow we are finishing creating. On Monday, we are presenting. So I have you in 3 breakout rooms. Your guests, who hopefully you RSVP for, will come at 10. We'll meet still at 9:45. We'll get everything set up for those groups. They'll come at 10. We'll put them in your breakout room, and then so there's 3 breakout rooms, including, so there's some remote friends and some in-person friends, but everybody will be on the Zoom so that you can see each other's. When it is your turn, so if there's only 3 groups, those groups have about 8 people or 8 teams or 8, a mixture of people who did it by themselves and actual teams. But 8, you're going to see 8 different Powtoons. Before you show your Powtoon, you're going to have to say something about your Powtoon. Not a lot, but just a little bit. Somebody's going to need to say, so Haley and I are partners. We decided to do ours on pollution because we know both of us knew a lot about pollution. And so our PSA we chose to do is on pollution. And then sort of a little introduction. How did you decide what it was? I know I'm not really Haley's partner, and I don't really know even if you're doing pollution. But there, oh, my lucky guess. All right. So you need to introduce it a little bit. You can't just say, okay, this is ours and hit go. All right. You also have to remember to be patient. Every time Mrs. Harrison shows one of those, and every time you probably hit play, you notice that there is a little bit of time gap there, right? It takes a little time to load. Got to be patient about that. All right. So I'm just giving you a hint about some of the, oh, thank you. I was on there almost. All right. So I have a checklist. The checklist, most of the things on the checklist came from this list here. This is the list that we've been talking about over and over and over again of the things that you need. I also noticed some of you are forgetting parts of that. When I went in to watch some of them, you might have said what the issue was, but you didn't describe it. There's pollution in the water, and then you moved on to how to fix it. How does the pollution get there? You got to get a little bit more on that. You got to describe what it impacts. What does the pollution do? It makes people sick. It makes animals sick. I need a little bit more in there. So that's got to be part of what you're doing, my friends. So here's that criteria that in sort of easier words, but I have made, remember that we talked about that there is a checklist. That checklist is something you're going to receive tomorrow. So, and my friends at home, you're going to have you have the checklist actually attached to tomorrow's assignment, but it looks like this. So you could really look at it whenever you want. You guys will get one for each team. You'll put your name on it and you'll check your list. If you don't actually have the thing on the checklist, then should you check mark it? No. It's kind of like a teacher, right? When Mrs. Aubin is grading your letter, if you didn't have a signature, she couldn't put the check mark on the signature part. You know, you have to have what's necessary. So let's look really quickly at what the checklist shows. Hopefully this is my checklist. There it is. All right, so let's look at it really quickly. Introduces the issue with an interesting hook. Do you start your PSA getting the listener's attention? Yes. I hope so. To check mark that, you have to do that. Explaining the issue, gives the watcher ways to help. Conclusion, urges the watcher to take action. So you have to, at the end, you can't just say, okay, help us. That's not very assertive, is it? Nope, it's just kind of like, oh, well, I guess maybe I might, I don't know. You want to make them really excited about helping. This next part, so Haley, I'm not ignoring you, I'm just having you wait, okay? So hold that thought. So then it says, is high quality and looks professional. These are the things that are making it high quality. The visuals match the script. You're talking about maybe fertilizer coming from the farms. Should there be a picture of a bear or a penguin on that slide? No, because that does not match the script. However, if you don't have any visuals that match the script, so what could you put on a slide that was talking about farmers having water or pesticides or herbicides affecting the water? What kind of images could you put in there, Abby?
Like animals or like
farm animals, crops, pictures of little plants growing, right? So think about what could the visuals be that match the words. Yes, Abby?
You could put, like, if you search on the internet and get that screenshot thing.
Yep.
You could search out fertilizer pictures.
Okay, you could, very good. You could actually find a fertilizer picture and do the screenshot of it and have a picture of that bag of fertilizer there. Excellent idea, Miss Abby. There's a variety of ways you can go about it. So it says effects are used on at least 3 slides. So effects should be the last thing you're worried about, really. They're the last things to sort of work on. But my friend Finn was like, what does effect mean exactly? So I'm going to show you exactly what that means so that when you're checking to see whether you have it, you can really quit. And maybe some of you don't remember even how to do this. So this is a good reminder of what an effect is. So the effects can happen on text, the effects can happen on a character, the effects can happen on an object. The effects don't really happen on a background. That's not a thing that you're really worried about. So once you have some sort of, it's going to take forever to load, I see. Okay. So once you have something on your slide that you've decided, either the word, like I said, text, a character, what is going on here? Oh, it wants to mess with me. All right, so I'm going to go back to this. So say I want to do something with that world. When I click on it, see how this little gear shows up? This is our settings. So when that happens, you click on settings, and this is going to give you some options. So they have animation that you can add, so that's zooming in, zooming out kind of thing. That you can flip the picture. So like say your character is facing one direction. You don't want your character to maybe talk looking the same way all the time, so you can flip him so that he's now facing the opposite direction, all right? So effects down here, so arrange, you can put something in front of something else. So like if you want to put the water in the bucket, the water needs to go on top, kind of the water droplets need to go on top because you just have a bucket. You don't want the bucket to be, I mean, you can choose where you want something to be arranged, which top or bottom. And here's the effect. So when you have effects, here are some of the things you can do. So on this particular thing, I can have it pop in, I can have it fade in. This is where when it enters, it can pop in, it can fade in. I can have a no hand and it just looks like someone's drawing it, or I can use one of these hands and actually have it look like somebody's drawing it. Remember, that's how our example Powtoon, is it drawing the whole thing? Yeah, that's how the energy one was, right? They drew the whole thing. Or there's this businessman hand as well. So those are some of those effects you can add as well. You can also, if you click on exit, it can also have that object leave. The only problem is you might want that object to stick around for, if you got to be careful with your timing. So that's why I say do this last. If you're adding in effects, get the main stuff in first. But you can have it zoom in from the left, slide in from the right, come up or down, and there's all kinds of things you can try, right? You can add a hand, you can even add a sound, so that when something pops in, it makes a noise when it pops in, all right? Okay, so when I say effects, I mean any of these kind of things here. When something swims in, or animation. Remember that bird that flew? That's an animation. It started out with a bird, just a bird picture, and then the bird flew across because that was an animation. All right, so there are more things here. Now this lock, make sure that nothing moves when you're after. So it's kind of the opposite of trying to animate it or move it. You lock it into place, it stays there. All right, so when I say effects, you need at least 3 effects you need at least 3 slides that have some sort of effect. Doesn't matter what, but that is what makes it look professional, right? Remember how we looked at some and we said, hey, that one added color, that one added motion. There's a lot of things you can do. Yes, Evie?
What do you do for A and B and then links and the effect?
So the link would link you to you're not going to use link because link would links you to other pages. And we're not really doing that at this point, so you don't need to worry about that one at all.
And what's A and B?
I'm not sure. Well, what do you mean? Oh, it moves from one spot to another spot. Yep. Did you not want it to happen? So if you click off of it, it'll stop doing that. If it's doing something you don't want to do, you can stop it. All right. So I'm almost done talking here. I want to get you started working. So that's what it means by at least 3 effects, or effects on 3 slides. Make sure there's one transition somewhere along the line. See this little arrow? This arrow right between these? If you click on it, it will give you a variety of things that you can do. Now, if it says pro, then we can't do it. But you can fade into, you can zoom in or zoom out up to the next one. You don't have to do it on all of them. Just do it at least on one, just to add some zip to it. Okay, adding some professional, high quality. So voiceovers. Some of us have already had to do them over again to make them clearer, to make them sound right. So you might have to, clear some of them up at the end. They need to be smooth reading. You need to have the sound at the right volume. Now that you can change the volume, remember, after it's done. You don't have to just do it again and again, louder and louder. You can do the volume. And if you find out you were talking too slow or too fast, you might need to redo that. PSA is about 30 seconds long. That is your last part of the checklist. So you can, again, remember, you can change the length of your slide by using that plus or minus that's at the bottom. All right. Okay. Say that again.
You said 30 seconds.
60 seconds is what it says. 60 seconds. All right, for your whole thing. About. So it's about, right? So it's okay if it's a little over. It's okay if it's a little under, but it needs to be about 60 seconds. 63 does that round to 60 nicely? It certainly does. Use those math skills. All right. So today, I would love it. Tomorrow, I'm going to have you critique somebody else's and get together with somebody else who thinks they're finished and help each other make it better, and look at stars and steps tomorrow. I don't think most people will be ready for that today, but that could be the second part of a learning target. All right. Any questions? Miss Haley, you had a question. Thank you for being patient. Would you like to ask it now? Your grandparents don't know how to use the Zoom? Okay, so they might want to watch like a YouTube video about how to do that. They just need to click on the link and it should take them 2 hours. Yeah, I know that's hard when sometimes when some of our friends aren't sure, but they
just click on the link.
Yeah, the link will take them right here. That should be no problem. They'll figure it out. They'll want to see you, so they'll figure out. So Haley, if you have some grandparents come and have mom email us, okay, to tell us what their names are, so they'll be ready to put them right into your group. Not yet. Not yet. Maybe today. Awesome. Last questions, Ellie.
So, when does the presentation end?
So when everybody is finished presenting, so there's 8 groups, right, in a group. So if we start a little bit after 10, we should be done by 10:30. Yeah. I might not, because it only takes a minute to do your presentation if you introduce it. There's a little loading time and then you should be done by 10:30ish. I think. I can't tell you for sure, but I can't see in the future, but that should be about when it would be. Yes, Miss Abby. Okay, so I was going to talk about the timing today. So yesterday we asked for 3 to 4. I know you were missing your partner. Hopefully today you guys can cruise because he's back, right? So yesterday was slide 3 and 4. That was our goal. So really, most of you told me that you would just maybe start at 4 or you were just finishing 3. That's fine. So then today, think about you have today and tomorrow. There's not going to be a lot of talking tomorrow because the substitutes are just going to give you, and my friends at home, you're just asynchronous. So you're going to be able to work on this all by yourself. So you're going to have a lot of work time tomorrow, but don't depend on that. Really try to see if you can get 5 and 6 done today. That's the plan. So we had 1 and 2 on Tuesday, then 3 and 4 yesterday, 5 and 6. If you're not done today, that's fine. You have tomorrow to finish it up. Astria. Okay, so you guys are going to have to probably focus faster on getting those basics and then coming back and do the FX. Finn. So that's dicey because you don't have your partner there. So, and things get, and sometimes things happen accidentally. People erase things, people don't, and then on accident, they don't mean to, but sometimes when they work on it, they try to work on it at home, bad things happen. And then on the actual presentation day, people are really sad. We had we had tears because the person who wasn't the person who worked lost a lot on there. So I would love it if you could try to get as much done today and tomorrow as possible. All right. Any last minute things? My friends at home, do we have any questions? Again, this checklist is on the slide, but it's also attached to today's assignment. And it'll also be on tomorrow's assignment, and you guys will have it actually in your hands tomorrow. All right, Ben, you look happy, so I think you probably don't have any questions. Mr. Leo, you good? All right, Mr. Charlie, how's it going? You feeling good? Any questions? No? Okay, Miss Haley, I can't see you, but let me know if you need anything. Gotcha. No, just let me know if you need it. Gavin, you good? Do you have any questions? Mr. Jensen, any questions? All right. Oh, that's no worries. I just wanted to make sure that she was taken care of. All right, break. Here we go. Let's go. I'm not guys. You stay. You work. If you need any questions, Charlie, your 4 slides so far are amazing. Great job, Charlie. Hopefully you saw my email there. You did a great job. So just work on those last 2 slides. And if you have any questions, here I am. Might have to yell at me because sometimes I'm away from the computer, but you guys yell at me if you need to.
Because we finished, can we go record our 6th slide and then we're done?
Okay, well then we're gonna, but
I know.
let's see if we're really done.
We're done with
Yes, you can go record.
We mean
You want to go next door?
done with,
Yeah.
we mean like done with
So, Lucas,
recording.
Mrs. Harrison, while you go, can you mute yourself, please? So we can listen to our stuff.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I can't mute myself, but you can, but Jensen, you know what you can do? You can turn down your sound. And when
Yeah,
you're,
but then I can't hear my voiceover because I'm trying to hear my whole thing.
you can, well, I can do it for a little bit, but then I gotta come back because I gotta make sure that, everybody else gets me. I'll do it for,
Okay, I'll tell you
okay,
when.
I'll just do it now. And then you gotta, I'll come back in a couple of minutes and see how it's going.
We mean they go down with the voiceovers,
Oh, not the whole, gotcha.
We
Okay.
did the 5th one yesterday.
Oh, good, excellent.
Alright, it's on.
Okay, so we need to, so did, I need a different, let me grab a book with his information in it. Yes, let me get Cole and get Henrik. Yes. Yes. Good, and don't forget to say. All right. Okay, Henrik. Henrik. Where's Henrik?
I think we have to do a 7th slide to tell you about all the stuff that we wrote.
Okay.
So,
You mean a conclusion? Your presentation one that of things you're gonna say doesn't have to be a slide.
so we did like, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my, can we, we're gonna be up.
You sure can. Okay.
You know how to do,
Did he log in with Google?
well, last time he did it.
Let's see. Because when I put in the stuff, it didn't work. Huh. Is this it?
When I did for that.
Oh, so it went to yours. Gotcha. I see. I get it. All right. So let's okay. Can we sign him up? Let's do that, because it might work, because that way I'll sign him up. It'll be his country. And then we'll try Google. Hi there.
So we might have to do a 7th slide because we did an intro slide saying water pollution by Ellie and Sophie. So we might have to do a 7th slide.
This is actually 3, this is actually 4, and so on. That's
Yeah.
fine. Just give it the 60 seconds. Hi.
Evie's not helping me. Like, she's not doing it with me.
Okay. Miss Evie, come here, please.
I just searched up nature background. No, she just said she wasn't doing. She said I quit. She said I'm not doing it anymore. She's doing everything without me.
Okay,
I never
so
did
Madison, I feel
Feel mad.
that,
You're not doing it with me.
okay, so
With me. You picked that background on your own.
did you do that?
No. Yes. I didn't even know we had that background. I'm like, how did this background get on our way? Evie, I told Evie that I wanted to do a video background, and she said, okay, that's fine.
Okay, and then did you ask her?
It deleted, and I said, Evie, can I do a video background since it messed it up because it deleted?
Okay,
She said, yeah, that's fine.
okay. And then when you picked one, did you ask her if this one's a good one?
I didn't hear it. If she did, I didn't hear it. But if she did,
Okay, so you guys might lose recess at this point if you guys can't figure out how to get along. Because you guys are partners. You both got to do your job. You both got to figure this. You got to both compromise. So if you guys can't figure this out, we might be in during recess. I'm just letting you know. If you both have to compromise. Okay, so go get your computer. I want you sitting right there so I can listen. All right, hold on. Where's my participants? Let me hear back in. I think it'll be better than that. You. Hi. So I'm just trying to get him in, and I hadn't forgotten. I was coming to you next. Yes, Max. Do you guys need to go outside and record?
No, it's just that this slide has been loading.
So sometimes go up and hit refresh. Sometimes that happens. You know the little, you know what I mean when I say refresh? Okay, let's see if it'll do Google first. And if not, then we'll do put in this other stuff. Still thinking. Okay, talk to me. Oh, it's still thinking.
So every time we try to go back on it, there is a title eventually.
So that's probably on the thing that you took a picture of. That's the background. That's part of the background. You will choose another background that doesn't say title. Did you get this background from them? Or did you copy and paste? Yeah, but you copied and paste. That's on the copy and paste. When you had it there, it said click the add title and you copied it. So you need to go to that slide. Is this where you, so wherever you got it from, you need to make sure it doesn't have click the add title on where you make the copy. Where did you get it? In the first place.
I don't know how to do it.
Delete the background?
Yes, okay. Good. Let me go get my script. Okay. Yeah.
Here, you help there. It's still loading. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you have to log out and log.
No, browser's too small. Got it. Access to water by Henrik and Cole. Luckily. All right, here, I'll take that. I'll work on that. You work on that. I found it. Just took a while. Right, so, whoa. Are you okay?
Let's go up. So I read
Yes.
Should I do the slides?
No, backgrounds. Oh, swap background. Oh, go back. Where was that? Oh, you double clicked on it? Oh, whoa.
Zoomed in.
You zoomed in. Okay. Double clicked here. Here. Okay, let's swap background. Select a new background. With this one. Alright, so pick up. Okay, so you want to add a media, right? Okay, because I bet your picture. So did you copy and paste that from Google Images? Okay. So what did you search when you did it?
We went on slides.
Oh, Google Slides. So that's what your slide has title on it. So let's go to, do you have that slide still?
No, I got rid of it.
I bet you still have it. I bet it's still in your, where's your waffle? Well, let's find your waffle. Okay. Yeah, let's stop it, but. Okay, let's find your slides. There we go. Yeah. Okay, I bet it's still in there because people don't really get rid of their stuff very well. Hi. Yes, sir. All right. Yep, but let's look at the one you already made.
Oh, I didn't make it.
But you made a slide. You did have a slide to see. It says click to add title.
Yeah, but we don't know how to get rid of that.
I will
think
tell-
I do.
You go to layout and you say blank and it gets rid of those words.
Well, that could have helped.
Yeah.
Helped a lot. Thank you.
You're welcome. Sorry. Yeah. So if you guys do it again, just make sure it's blank and then do that copy. All right. All right. I'm just checking in to see if anybody needs anything. Anybody needs anything? Doesn't look like anybody needs anything. So let me know if you need anything.
Well, maybe we can like oh, wait, no. Okay, can I see it?
Ben, you guys doing okay? Probably the sound off. Okay. All right.
Mrs. Harrison,
Yes, sir.
how many pages are we going to do?
You need six slides.
I'm gonna tell you how much I have right now. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait,
So to get all of, so if you look at the story,
no, I forgot number 1. So 1, 2.
do you remember your storyboard that looks like this? Remember this, Jensen?
Yeah.
It's your page 100 from your workbook. So you see how it had 6 sections? So you were supposed to plan, this is 1, this is 2, this is 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you planned it out on your storyboard, it should have all 6 of your slides for you.
Yeah, but just real quick, I thought we were gonna be working together because we were in a breakout room with other people.
Right, that was to give each other some ideas.
So I thought we were working together.
Ah, no, that was just to help each other, figure things out. Because here they have, people they can ask questions for. I just wanted you guys to have, because sometimes you guys are better at answering questions than the teacher. So, all right, let me know if you need any help. We can share your screen and I can help you do stuff if you need to. Okay?
Oh yeah, but just real quick,
Yes, sir.
I have 6.
Okay.
But
So make sure that you have all the parts that you need and all the, should have quite a script, right? That goes with this that you wrote. So make sure that you included in all of your little sections of script describing what the problem is, how it impacts people, and ways to help solve it and why they should solve it. Don't forget all those parts, okay?
okay.
Okay. All right. Let me know if you need anything. Oh. Hey, Jensen. I emailed Mom because she asked, what you guys could work on over the weekend. And so I had mentioned that you hadn't finished your letter to her. That, remember the letter that was to invite her to the, so I mentioned that you guys could finish that. And that you could actually practice. You could show her your work and use the checklist with Mom so that it was finished. Okay. All right. So she asked what she could work on with you, and so I gave her those ideas. So just know that she might be looking at it and seeing and helping you.
The one on the Google Docs?
Yes, the one on the Google Docs.
Okay.
Yep.
Because I did more on that Google Doc, on the Google Docs, than on this.
Gotcha. Okay. So make sure you got equal opportunity, right? Do your best on all of them. All right.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know that I did ask Mom for you to finish that.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Can I go to the bathroom?
Yes. How are you and Serena doing? Oh, right. Right. How's it going, Jen? You also want to against other people who have difficult clutter, right? As well? All right. Now that I'm Max, you don't look like you're helping much, buddy. Are you zoning out? He's taking a nap in my class. Oh, that's nice. All right, make sure you're helping each other out. Adding some little bubbles in there, I like it. All right, how's my friends over here doing? Okay. Oh, it's so we're hoping to be on the side at least 4 or 5 today. So go ahead and get us the straw and move on to the next thing. Because you don't want to show an unfinished presentation on Monday, right? Well, if you find out, you go on 22nd, 22nd, maybe. Figure it out, we'll put you in the first place. There you have it. You walk well, but if you have a little bit around it. You don't want signs of what you're talking about. When you're watching television and then all of a sudden it goes silent for a while, like what's going on? Right? So I think something's wrong. Can I watch something? You started at the beginning, we have no I have to see.
So not many places can have water, and some of that dry land is caused by us. Alright, let's hear it. I'm gonna see if we could add one more. I need to do something. Madison, I'm here. No, that was only. Okay.
So that means they're gonna be longer than 10 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so, we're going to take out the information.
Madison, do you want this poster? Okay, Robert said you could have it. So I'll just put it in. All right, I like seeing Isaac. I just saw a smile from across the room. That's good.
So I'm gonna do, we're gonna not do this one. We're not gonna do 4, we're gonna do 5 and 6 instead. I just did 3. And then we're gonna do our effects if we have time.
There you go. well, you have today, you have 15 minutes, more minutes today, and all of tomorrow. Well,
Wait, so you're
all
not,
of next.
you're not gonna cook?
I'm not gonna be, neither Mrs. Alvin or I are here tomorrow. The substitute is gonna let you guys get together. So I have a senior as well. So, yeah, so my senior's graduating as well.
So does that mean your dad is gonna be an
I have a substitute too. She has a substitute, and I have a substitute. But you guys are still gonna get together because you still have to do these projects and so, yeah. And the zoo project.
I just
You guys are working on your zoo. I know, it's hard. You know what, I'd rather be here too. Well, I'd prefer to be here instead of have to write the really long sub-plans and then wonder if you guys actually got done what you need to get done. But unfortunately, I cannot be in two places at one time.
How do you spell ocean?
OCEAN. Okay, Jen, how's it going? What number are we on? 5. Good. Oh, are you getting ready to record? Oh, I'll leave you alone. You guys need to in the hall to get it done, or? Oh, that's fine. Alright, I'll make sure that Max has his voice.
You can call foundations like Ryan Love used cars. So let's go outside. Yeah, no. Cool. Please help in this situation. Thanks for watching. Please help in this situation. Thanks for watching.
Okay, I'm checking in. Don't want to leave you out too alone. Anybody need me?
Harrison?
Okay, oh, all right, Mr. Ben, you're okay? You're feeling good about it?
Miss Houston, we made our own turtle.
Yes, you do.
And now she's going to be carrying buckets of water.
Oh, good, okay. So, yes, Jensen, did you have a question?
So I think I'm done with my PSA and my note, like my.
Okay, can you share your screen with me? Let me make sure I'm going to stop sharing. And then I'm going to make sure that you can share with me.
Can't.
Okay, go ahead and share your screen. I'd love to see it. I don't know if there is. You could check in the effects if there's something in there, but I don't.
I'm kind of lagging.
I think it might look more or less distracting if it's like blurred out a little bit.
Oh, see if you can try it. All right, my friend, go ahead and hit play when you're ready.
Water pollution. Water is so important to us, but there's pollution. What did you say?
Oh, no, it's fine. Just keep playing it.
Water pollution. Water is so important to us, but there's pollution.
Okay, can I see that next one?
Yeah.
Actually, if you just hit the go button, the blue button, it'll just show the whole thing for me.
Okay. This thing?
Yep. If you do that, it'll show me the whole Powtoon.
Let me just rewind it to the very beginning. We need to stop pollution. By picking up trash and plastic from the oceans. Yeah, I think I'm gonna trim this video.
Yeah, I think you're gonna trim it.
Stop pollution by helping others and to clean the oceans. And I know that I spelled oceans wrong.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was gonna say you might want to fix that.
Other effects. It affects nature and water. It causes people to die or be sick. What it looks like. It looks like a lot of trash bunched together like slime foam. That's how you help stop pollution.
So I don't hear actually a lot of solutions, Jensen. Like telling them how to stop pollution.
Because I could only think of two.
Okay, well, maybe take out that one well book and see if you can find some more in there. I mean, there's the whole part about we talked about things like keeping fertilizer and or remember think about I don't know if you watched the guest speaker that we had. He had a whole lot of things that are polluting the water. So like, remember, like they talked about picking up dog poop. You could go back to the video of Mr. Justin. He had a lot of ideas. You know, picking up the dog poop, making sure that animals, you know, the cattle and the pigs are not getting their, you know, excrement into the river. We talked about people not you know, making sure that nothing's leaking out of their car that could get into the water system. We talked about using, you know, like less plastics, trying to use reusable bags, trying to use different kinds of straws other than plastic. We came up with quite a few, Mr. Jensen. So I would either, if you look in your one well book, there are some that are toward the back. There's a lot of solutions, plus also the page about pollution. Or you could rewatch that video from Mr. Justin that we watched that when he was here on Tuesday. He had lots of ideas, but you need to include some more in there because I think that would help I mean, that was part of the part that's on our checklist here. It says, you know, gives watchers ways to help. 2 is probably not as many as you probably need. You need some more. All right, so I would love it if you could work on that. And then you might be able to add some more and like another voiceover into one of those slides for sure. Add some ideas. You could also talk about that it doesn't just affect people, it affects animals, and you could tell us how it affects the animals, you know, because the animals live in the water, the animals drink the water. Talk about plants, the algae bloom. When you have pollution, it causes algae blooms, and that affects the animals and the plants as well. So it's just some thoughts. Just some thoughts. All right. Anybody else I can help? Why is chat on? Chat should only be me. All right. Okay. Anybody else? Leo, you doing okay? All right. Awesome. Mr. Gavin, how's it going? Okay. Miss Haley, how's it going? Ooh, you're cutting in and out, my friend. I know you're having. Hey, why don't you type it in the chat? Oh, I'm so sorry. I can't hear you. Could I don't know what's. I'm struggling with hearing you. Can you type it in the chat and I can help? I know your internet's struggling today. If you need me, go ahead and put in the chat. Miss. All right. How do you So the speech bubbles, that's a good question, Miss Haley. So if I'm going to share my screen and I'll show you how to put the speech bubbles in. So if you get your little characters, I don't have a character in this one at the moment, but I can, okay. So if you, you go to shapes and there's some different shapes. Let me see where they are. So if I say speech bubble, I'm going to get, see how it comes up with all kinds of different speech bubbles I can use. And then if I scroll down, there's more here. So I pick one and then it puts it in there. And then when I want to, then I go back to text and then I can make the text bubble bigger. And then I can put the text in. Where did my text go? Oh, I can even actually, it says insert the text here. So I can, let me get rid of this one here. Let me get rid of there we go. So see how it says add text inside it? And then I just type whatever my person wants to say and it shows up inside the speech bubble. So, and then you can just put your little character, you can move it up, you can move it around and put it wherever you want, wherever your character, next to where your character is. There you go. And then your character looks like they're saying it when you're running their video. Does that make sense? All right. All right. Looking good.
Okay.
Okay. Did that make sense? If you just put speech bubble, it'll give you a bunch and it'll even have the text box for you if you want to put it. I mean, it'll even have, or you can put the text box on top of it, either way. All right. How about Ben? Are you doing okay? Hi, Ben.
Yeah, I have my mom here to help me.
I know. That's so nice that Miss Sarah, she gets to learn Powtoons too, whether she likes it or not. I hope you know how nice that is to have your mom to help you. That's pretty awesome. Hopefully she gets an extra hug today. She should get an extra hug. Okay, good. And the sister too. All right, let me know if you need anything. All right. All right, Ethan, how's it going? Ethan, can I help in any way? Miss Barbara? Or Ethan, if there's anything I can help you with, let me know.
So we ended up with 1.41.
A minute 41? Okay, let me see it.
And it's perfecting.
Okay, well, let me look at it. Yeah, that's probably, that's kind of long. All right. How are we doing?
I get too much. You want the solid? One other thing. We need the
Miss Harrison, I think I'm done. Miss Harrison? Mrs. Harrison? Miss Harrison? Mrs. Harrison?
We are supposed to be there in 1 minute.
I know, time flies when you're working hard, doesn't it? All right. It's annoying. I know. Hey, so friends, I hope you got some good work today. 5 if you're feeling good. 0 if you're having a rough time. All right, so thanks Haley 4, Gavin. All right, thanks Ben. Oh, 5. All right, Leo 5. All right, good job. All right, my friends, I'm gonna see you guys at 12:45 on Mrs. Autumn. Thank you.